Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday from the Toy Box Edition. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Target exclusive Star Wars The Black Series Clone Wars Clone Pilot Hawk. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at the figure and his accessory. And first of all, we got handy dandy tweezers here to help us take a look at the accessory, which is a clone blaster rifle. And it's not anything new. We've seen it before. Of course, it wouldn't be anything new. This is an older figure. But it does have nice molded details. You can tell that, you know, this is supposed to be the clone's gun. So there's that. Now let's take a look at Hawk himself. And first off, the deco. Got some tampos up here of like wings. Or maybe a hawk's head. Yeah, that's probably what it is. And then it's got blue stripes and blue highlights throughout. Here, you know, signifying 501st Legion. And then the shoulder pads. And they're all scuffed up, so that's kind of cool. And this is a little scuffed up too. And there's maybe a little bit on the helmet, not as much. And I will have to say, you know, it's nice to see this getting out there. Or at least when it was new, it was nice to see it getting out there. Although I don't think we've seen it again. So that's a little weird. As much as we know Hasbro likes to reuse and reuse, they hadn't reused that. So it's a little bit of blue right here on the knee pads, and again, it's got some scuffing, so he's been out doing stuff. You can see my pins here look like they have a little bit of yellowing going on, and around them too. And then the visor. It looks nice, and the details around the visor as well. So let's take a look at his articulation real quick. He looks up about that far, and it looks like maybe the head, neck, and torso are three different pieces with a dumbbell at the top and a ball at the bottom of the neck. And he can look down that far as long as you hold it, but you let it up, and the hoses kind of push him up a little bit. So he's got chicken neck, he's got waggle, he can look to the sides about that far because then the hoses catch up. At the shoulder, 360 degrees of rotation, and he can raise his arm up slightly more than 90 degrees maybe. And then there is a cut in the bicep because this is an older clone body. So 360 degrees of rotation there, and it ain't easy. Double hinged pinned elbow, and it gives you that much bend. This does get in the way just a little bit, but I really don't think it does that much. 360 degrees at the wrist on in and out hinge. And then this side has up and down hinge because it's trigger finger, so that's the way it should be. So where the chest and the abdomen meet, there's a cut. He gets hula, 360 degrees of rotation. He can lean left and right a little bit. He can lean back about that far, which isn't much. And then he can crunch forward that far, which again isn't much. At the hips, get about that much of the splits. He can kick forward that high with a bit of outswing. So past 90. And then back about 1.5 of his own foot length, maybe just 1. So where the leg piece goes into the armor, there's a separation, and it does give you some rotation there. Double hinged pinned knee gives you that much bend, and again, this piece does get in the way and hinder it a little bit, but I don't think it's that much. And at the ankle, doesn't really tilt down much, tilts up that far, and then he does have a pin for a rocker. And as far as storage for his weapon, there really is no storage. He just has to hold it, lay it in his lap when he's flying a ship, maybe. I don't know. And there you have it, my friends. The figure falling over. But also a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Target exclusive Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars Clone Pilot Hawk, with Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars Commando Droid, and Star Wars The Black Series Attack of the Clones Super Battle Droid. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Target exclusive Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars Clone Pilot Hawk, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander from Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Target exclusive Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars Clone Pilot Hawk, I have to say it's kind of cool to have one of these guys. Now, being Target exclusive, it was a little bit harder to get a hold to, and I don't believe that this one has been reissued. I could be mistaken, but I don't remember this one being reissued. I was able to get my hands on 3 out of 4 of this Target exclusive wave, and ARC Trooper Echo was the only one that I missed, and it was gone super duper quick. And I don't believe that one has been reissued. And there's been several clone releases since then that I missed. Jesse, that's the only one that really springs to mind. But this guy's kind of cool. He's a Phase 1 pilot. And, you know, we did get to see these guys pretty good bit in the Clone Wars show. And I think this is a cool design. I don't understand all of it, but I think it's cool. You know, it's got that base clone body, but then it has the life support system connects with hoses to the helmet. And the helmet is really what makes this stand off, even from other Phase 1 clones. It's just the helmet is very, very different. And I think this one is cool. And the look of it is cool, even though, you know, it's still a 501st Trooper and it's Phase 1, but you know what? That's okay too. And yes, you know, this guy's kind of out of date with the pinned elbows and the knees, pinned knees. And my knees are showing, the pins are showing at least a little discoloration. And, you know, I've got this guy when it's new. He's not really in the sunlight. Our room where I keep him is usually dark unless I'm, you know, in there filming or, you know, just messing around or whatever. So, I don't know, maybe it's a case of that Transformers plastic. They use some of that same Transformers plastic that Hasbro was using there for a little while, and that yellowed really, really bad. But for the most part, I like this guy. He is cool looking, and I really wish I could have got a hold of that Echo. But the most important two are the ones that you know, I got a hold of first, I guess. Well, I got a hold of this guy at the same time. But, you know, my main target was Obi-Wan and Anakin out of this wave, and I got those pretty easily. I don't remember them selling out super quick. But you know, I'm old, so I could be remembering wrong. But the bottom line is, if you can get your hands on this guy for, you know, close to retail, I recommend it if you're a fan of the clones or the Clone Wars show. You know, if you like clones, this guy's is a pickup if you can find it for a decent price. In my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. That's up to you. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.